to Silly Rabbit Crafts. Across from Pins and Pixels Arcade. Right outside of Gods and Monsters, even though you can't see their sign from here.
Okay, I'll add in footage in afterwards, so there you go.
This is our wonderful store. Welcome. We sell a lot of geekery art as displayed here. Now a little bit of a background. Everything, well pretty much almost everything, is made of little beads called perler beads. You organize them on a little grid and you wind up melting them together with a conventional iron. And then we have a wide selection of different things, and I'm going to go ahead and show you some of them now. Come on in. Silly Rabbit Crafts store is supposed to be this kind of big garden area where you let your creativity grow kind of thing. My wife is a rabbit on the Chinese zodiac, and so she is also a silly person. That's how we got the name Silly Rabbit. So she chose rabbits as her icon. So everywhere you look, you see rabbits on the ground, you see rabbits everywhere. But in addition to that, we have that garden thing still going. So you see a lot of pipes in our area. You have one large pipe here dumping all this water out into the area to let your creativity flow. We have things divided into nicely organized areas. For instance, this is your Mario area, and a little bit of classic stuff down the bottom with some Donkey Kong and Duck Hunt in there. And then you have a little bit of Zelda and some Mega Man. Up on the top here, we've got all this wonderful artwork. We've got a couple of mix and matches like Dexter and Pinky and the Brain. For those of you that work in offices, you always get those desk plants that die over a period of time. Well, get yourself an office desk plant that will never die. It'll just sit there. And you know what? I'll even guarantee it'll keep away pesky plumbers. Or we premiered our ornaments for Christmas, of course, but they actually kept selling so well after Christmas was over, we decided to keep them. When we found out people were hanging them from their rear view mirrors in their cars, off of closet doors or door handles in general. So, we just decided to keep them up. Worked out pretty well. Collection of all the doctors from Doctor Who pillow. It's a really nice pillow. Good place to put your head. Or whatever else you would use a pillow for. Sure, whatever. Hair bows and bow ties move pretty quickly. We have two real types. We've got our $5 hair bows and $6 hair bows. The $6 ones are much larger than the $5s. And now we've made it over to our fishbowl section. And just like our desk decor, what better than having a fish that won't die? Buy yourself one of the water Pokemon types. Again, we have Splatoons, and we have some classic Mario fish as well. These are all our small fish bowls. We have medium-sized fish bowls as well, up here on these higher shelves. Blastoise, Gyarados, Transylvania from DuckTales. One of my favorite NES games. And then down here we have the old classic, Friday the 13th. This one of my favorites. A little surface one that has a couple of little 4 turtles in there, and someone accidentally cracked a can of TGRI ooze all over them. I hope everything turns out alright there. This one actually glows in the dark. If I had a blacklight with me, I could show you that it glows in the dark. In fact, hang on. Never mind. Come on, let's go over. I'll show you around Pins and Pixels. Come on. This is Pins and Pixels, and this is their exterior display. 9 screens of Duck Hunt.
Now, who's the villain of this game?
The dog. The dog is the villain. You miss a duck, he'll laugh at you. Everyone wants to shoot that dog. You find a variety of classic arcade games, and we're talking, you got some Pac-Man going on over here. And this machine's actually autographed by a bunch of people that set the record. You got classic Donkey Kong, you got Centipede, and Skee-Ball. Everybody loves Skee-Ball. If you don't want to pay our exorbitant prices for the quarter it would take you to play an arcade game or Skee-Ball, you can always come in and play some of the classic consoles we've got here on our giant projector screen. We do tournaments for Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, GoldenEye, a whole bunch of classic stuff. Right now, and that's just at this moment, we've got the N64, the GameCube, and the Sega Dreamcast all hooked up into the same system, and I can switch between them pretty easily. Now over here, we've got Iron Man Pinball, based on Iron Man 2. Ghostbusters, based on the original 1985 Ghostbusters, or 84 Ghostbusters, my mistake. And Doctor Who. A whole lot of doctors. I'm not a Whovian, so I don't know all the numbers, but if you want to visit Silly Rabbit Crafts and Pins and Pixels, you have to come down to the Artegon Marketplace on International Drive here in Orlando, Florida. Some of you locals may know it as the former Festival Bay, but it's been Artegon now for going on 2 years, and we're happy to be here. We're happy to participate with all the other vendors in this building. It is a spectacular place, and just come on down and check it out. Now, if you're visiting Free Play Florida, of course, look to my wife, Lori. and Silly Rabbit Crafts, and a bunch of our vendor friends are going to be there too. We have Genki Goth Studios, which is a couple friends of ours, and my wife knows more vendors than I do by name, and I'm terrible with names, I'm not going to lie. I'm just the worst.